Welcome in for those of you that are here. This is the Hometown Hawk live stream, live from the desert. Welcome to the Hometown Arizona live daily show. Make sure everything's working. That's Homer the Hawk on the screen. I'm Cooper, and Monday through Friday at noon, I'll be on to explore one specific corner of Arizona. So if you're watching this from one of the platforms we're broadcasting on, I believe there's 4. We got YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. Go ahead, drop your city in the comments so I know who's in the room. What are we looking at? Today we're kicking things right off in the explosive, fast-growing, yet deeply rooted town of Queen Creek. I believe Amber will be joining us at some point. She'll just pop up, and then she's going to do our Where in the World of Arizona is Amber. And I think she's going to do some trivia with us. We're going to take a look at Queen Creek in the Southeast Valley and talk about a few other things. First, let's learn a little bit more about Hometown Hawk from our friend Homer here. Homer, you up for this?
Hometown Hawk is a dedicated hyper-local platform designed for local businesses and communities. Think of it as your ultimate community hub, bringing together local directories. We're talking about all locally owned businesses, including food, music, people, brands, events, and even products. And then there's the whole hometown social thingy, but I'm going to let Cooper ground us in that topic, because I'm not really sure what it is or why it exists and all that.
So that's Homer the Hawk, and we call him Homer. He was created with AI. He helps us with local gossip and some other useful stuff. But he's not real. Well, not really.
So you're saying that your mind isn't real? Because that's where I came from. Your mind. Do you think your mom is real? Because that's where you came from. Let me know if we need to further this discussion. Humans.
That's a good point. Well, I'll just get right into Hometown Social. It's a social networking site that we built specifically for our premium directory listings at Hometown Hawk and Hometown Bricks. Get my stuff switched around here. So basically, if you're a premium listing, you get to post. And this is important because we promote anything and everything that is in this Hometown Social feed, including these daily lives. For example, right now inside the feed is Coldwell County Barbecue in Queen Creek. You've got Sushi Creek. There's some food and drink. There's some bands in there. A band out of Queen Creek is the Blindsiders. You can find them. Notes from Neptune, not out of Queen Creek, but are able to post inside Hometown Social because they're premium listings. So anybody that's afforded permission to go in there and post, we push throughout our socials, and we do whatever we can to get the word out. We also have a platform called Hometown Bricks, which is created for home service providers and real estate services. Home services include stuff like painters and home renovation projects, junk removal, landscaping, the stuff, roofers. We also added real estate services because we figured who knows more about home service providers than real estate agents. So agents, add your profile to Hometown Bricks and create a network with your favorite home service providers. So now you, the public, can search for local agents and find and see who they recommend or who's in their home service network. But today we're really here about Queen Creek. So we're just going to take a quick look at where they're located in the valley. Snapshot of Arizona, of the Phoenix Valley. You've got Queen Creek located in the south central part of the state. It straddles the county line, sitting primarily in the far southeast Maricopa County, with the good portion dipping into Pinal County. So this is the valley map. And in the Phoenix Valley, they're southeast. Their neighbors are Gilbert to the west and Mesa to the north. If you keep heading southeast, you'll roll into Santan Valley. Queen Creek is about 35 to 40 miles southeast of downtown Phoenix. On a good day, it's a straightforward drive with daily commuters, although the daily commuters will probably tell you that during rush hour, it's probably more like 90 to 120 minutes. The region's infrastructure is still playing catch up with the massive population boom. It's a lot going on. There's a lot of people moving down into the Queen Creek Santan Valley area, and the roads aren't quite designed the way they should be. They're getting there, and the plans are all in place. What makes this location so unique is that they're essentially the gateway where the urban Phoenix Valley meets beautiful rugged desert. It sits in the shadow of the spectacular Santan Mountain Regional Park, giving it that perfect mix of suburban growth and stunning desert views. It's a beautiful area. So now that you know where it is, let's dive into some of the massive changes taking place in Queen Creek. Maybe. Not maybe changes. Maybe I can access it. We'll be doing these lives every day at noon. There'll be a different town. Tomorrow we're going into Chandler. But there's going to be glitches and weird things that happen. And as we get more comfortable with all the technology and all the things that will probably go wrong and how we have to dance around them and just go with it, we'll get more comfortable and it'll probably clean up a little bit. Probably. Actually, let's talk about how Queen Creek got its name. It's a cool story. Back in the 1800s, an instrument just like this one was the absolute cutting edge of communication technology. It hummed with electricity, tapping out dots and dashes that carried high-stake military orders, financial news, emergency alerts, all across the rugged Arizona territory. But one single message sent across a frontier telegraph wire carried a tiny, uncorrected typo. A simple geographic mix-up that happened over a century ago in the mountains completely redefined the identity of the region, giving a future desert town a majestic royal name. But it was never actually supposed to have that name. To reverse engineer this mystery, we have to travel up into the mountains near Superior. And in the 1870s, legendary General George Crook was carving out a military trail through the Pinal Mountains. His troops discovered a beautiful hidden creek running through the canyon. Because it was located right next to an operating silver mine named the Silver King, the soldiers naturally named the waterway King Creek. But a few miles away, another group of miners struck a completely different massive vein of silver, and it was nearby. They named their operation the Silver Queen Mine. Suddenly, the entire mountain was a bustling, chaotic hub of king and queen claims. This is where the telegraph comes in. When workers were installing the military telegraph lines and mapping the region, an operator mistakenly combined the Silver Queen Mine with the Canyon Creek, officially logging it down as Queen Creek instead of King Creek. As the silver rush faded, the mountain creek flowed out of the canyon and trickled down into the flat, rich agricultural valleys below. Railroad crews laid down tracks along the creek bed to transport crops, establishing a train stop in the rich desert soil. Settlers flocked to the area to farm the cotton, citrus, and alfalfa, naming their new tight-knit farming community after the railway stop. That historic farming stop evolved into the booming, vibrant downtown or town of Queen Creek. Today, it's one of the fastest growing, most dynamic communities in the entire Southwest. Families flock here for incredible local agritourism, beautiful neighborhoods, amazing parks, completely unaware that the queen they are celebrating wasn't a person or a royal decree. It was a frontier telegraph mistake born out of a mountain silver rush 50 miles away. That's how they got their name. And boy, have things changed since. Right now, Queen Creek is managing the massive 126% population boom by pouring money into a brand new walkable downtown, drastically shifting everyday life. So how does a rural town build an urban hub from scratch without affecting or ruining daily life? Well, first, let's look at this new walkable lifestyle, backed by $200 million in private investment and 230 square feet of commercial development. They're basically building a mini city living room. Take the Switchyard, where you just park once and explore. Expect shade structures, angled parking, and spots like Bamboo Sushi, Snooze, Shake Shack. Some other downtown hubs are a place called the Matheson. It's adding 20,000 square feet of dedicated office space. The first major professional office build in the town in over a decade. What else we got? The Perch development, a 62,000 square foot complex anchored by a brewery. Alongside additional retail and restaurant space. That's expected in late 2026. In the hospitality and nightlife, we have the Rusty Buckle Saloon, Magma Plasma, and the new Homewood Suites Hotel are all actively under construction. Going to try to capture that growing local tourism and resident traffic. For the longest time, Queen Creek did not have a hotel. It was just strange. We lived down in this area, and when we first moved, it's been 15 years. Friends that came into town had to travel. I think they ended up staying at Apache Junction off the freeway someplace. Is the nearest hotel. But there's a Hampton down there, and now we've got like a couple more coming in. The Rusty Buckle Saloon what is it? The Magma Plaza and the Homewood Suites Hotel. Second, the infrastructure growing pains. We all know what that's like. And the Southeast Valley is no stranger to that. With the population nearing 90,000, main arteries like Ellsworth Road see over 50,000 cars a day. The fix is a $71.1 million transport budget and nearly 100 new traffic signals. Finally, the impact on the wallet of the residents, their massive $840 million budget. It focuses heavily on infrastructure and water self-sufficiency. But here's some great news. The town council approved a 5-year primary property tax freeze for existing taxpayers. As property values rise, the actual tax rate drops from $1.55 to $1.46 per $100 of assessed value, directly protecting residents' wallets. That's terrific. Ultimately, Queen Creek is rapidly trading its quiet rural past for a bustling, walkable urban center while actively shielding current residents from the financial growing pains. So during the building stages, and that's, I'm sure, a relief, home values have gone up tremendously. I mean, really all over the valley, but Queen Creek very specifically. So that assessed value does mean a lot. So as that relief, I'm sure, is welcome from the Queen Creek homeowners. That's exciting stuff. That switchyard sounds pretty cool. That's the anchor of the downtown. It's a $120 million, 10-acre mixed-use business or development located at the corner of Ellsworth and Ocotillo. That's scheduled to begin opening its first commercial phase in the third quarter of this year. The switchyard will feature 54,000 square feet of restaurant, retail, office space, before launching a 215-unit luxury apartment community. The pedestrian-friendly district is bringing several major concepts to the area. There's that, we mentioned the dining with bamboo sushi. That's making its Arizona market debut. We do have the Postino Wine Cafe. Fan of Postino's as well. Snooze, an AM Eatery, and of course Shake Shack. The retail and services, home goods, and lifestyle store Room and Porch, Zara Nail Bar, and an Edward Jones office, apparently. But beyond that switchyard, the downtown pipeline is packed with new commercial real estate designed to bring in a mix of large operators and independent tenants, offering a fresh avenue for business-to-business networking, which is also great. The Perch is exciting for a lot of folks. The Perch is, I know of the location in Chandler. Perch is great. Expected to open by the end of 2026. Like I said, 62,000 square feet. There's a brewery, retail, restaurant. To accommodate the influx of this commercial activity, the town invested heavily into the surrounding infrastructure. 3 new roadways, they're open, pedestrian friendly. The town has also established specific public parking agreements. I was looking for the shipping container local. What was that called? So weird. I mean, that's our jam. That's what we're about. There's some sort of... Maybe I mentioned it and I didn't realize it. It's not the switchyard. We're streaming on 4 different sites. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. My comments come in for the main 3, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. They'll show up here. Instagram is separate. So I apologize if I'm not seeing them right away, but I'm seeing something here. Exciting stuff going on downtown Queen Creek. I'll tell you another quick story about that area. Well known probably by the locals, but maybe not everybody. To a tourist, this little guy here looks like a simple, dusty souvenir you'd find on a shelf at a roadside rest stop. It's a cactus curio whittled by hand from the dried skeletal remains of a saguaro cactus. But back in the 1970s and 80s, people from all 50 states and all over the world traveled deep into the rugged Arizona desert just to buy one of these little carvings from a man with thick glasses and a massive flowing white beard. He was a real-life legend who rejected modern society and completely, yet somehow, he rejected modern society completely, yet somehow he became one of the most famous celebrities in the valley. And his extraordinary legacy is built directly into the places where our families play every single weekend. To understand who made this carving, we have to look back to 1948. A man named Mansell Carter, an eccentric former pilot and mechanic, decided he had enough of the crowded city life. He teamed up with his best friend, a highly educated Cherokee geologist named Marion Kennedy. Together, they hiked out into the isolated, sun-baked wilderness of the Santan Mountains, packed in a few supplies, and decided to live entirely off the grid. When they first arrived, they didn't build a house. They literally slept under a Palo Verde tree. And later decided later inside a desert cave before finally assembling a tiny, rugged shack next to a gold mine mountain. For over a decade, they mined gold, silver, and turquoise, using nothing but basic picks, shovels, and dynamite. Marion passed away in 1960. Mansell stopped mining altogether. He chose to stay in the mountains completely alone, living out of a small trailer with no running water or electricity. But he wasn't truly alone. Mansell developed an unbelievable, almost supernatural connection with the local wildlife. Wild desert tortoises would crawl inside his trailer to lay eggs under a stove. And wild birds would literally land on his hands when he called out to them. To pass the time and welcome the hikers who started wandering up to his camp, Mansell took a simple pocket knife and began whittling these cactus curios out of dried saguaro ribs. He kept a massive guest book, and before he passed away in 1987, thousands of people from across the globe had signed it just to say they had met the legendary Man of the Mountain. Today, the name Mansell Carter is famous across the East Valley. In 2017, the town honored him by opening Mansell Carter Oasis Park, a premier state-of-the-art 48-acre destination right here in Queen Creek. It's a beautiful irony that a man who chose a life of absolute solitude, quiet desert reflection, and zero electricity now has his name permanently attached to a bustling park filled with laughing kids, lighted sports field, and a massive community fishing lake. If you want to pay respects to the real man behind the name, you can still hike the Gold Mine Trail out at the Santan Mountain Regional Park, where Mansell and his buddy Marion are buried side by side, right where their old campsite used to be. It's a great story. There's a full article at worldofarizona.com. That's our other platform, a website that has a lot of local information, lifestyles, articles, and stuff like that. Robust neighborhood collection. There's a wonderful article about Mansell Carter and the park they built in Queen Creek in his honor. And that park is expanding. Still, I believe. All right, we're going to do Where in the World of Arizona is Amber, or Where in the World is Amber? She's not here. Oh my gosh. As I say it, I see her in the green room. She's still putting on her makeup. I could just throw her up. It'd be awkward.
How do I look?
There you go. There she is. Let me just stick you up here. You're just in time. Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you. I hear an echo of my voice, though, too.
How about now?
How about now? That sounds great.
I figured it out. That was the echo button that I pushed, and it actually works. So you're hearing an echo on your voice, right?
I was, and now I do not.
It's amazing.
Technology is
we're just about
amazing.
to jump into the Where in the World of Arizona is Amber. We just got done telling the Mansell Carter story. Were you watching us? I mean, this isn't TikTok. I was just going to say, were you watching from outside, peeking in? We're not on TikTok, so you could have been just watching us.
Oh, I wasn't.
Oh.
I wish I were able to, but no, I was. It's heating up today. It's getting a little hot.
Well, this is called Where in the World of Arizona is Amber. This is where we take a small piece of a photo from the galleries at worldofarizona.com and let you guys figure out where it's from. Amber travels all over the state to take these photos, so we decided to have some fun with it.
We like to have fun.
But it's not as hard as you think, because we're going to give you some clues. That's the actual photo right there. That little square where the arrow is pointing. Looks to me like a piece of grass with maybe a light shining up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
it looks like a UAP, actually.
A UAP? Is that what you said? Wrong podcast.
It is not. This spot is known for peachy summers and cozy glamping nights. Ring a bell?
Oh, that's the first clue.
Yes. Should we give him some more clues?
You're probably going to have to. This one might be tough. But the other clue is also that we're covering Queen Creek here, so this is
Oh.
this is in the Queen Creek Gallery to narrow it down for you.
Yeah, I think the audience will be able to get it, but let's give some other ones. Oh, did we lose you, Cooper?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Very good. You might see a vintage carousel here, but don't get too dizzy guessing where. Oh, we're clever too. If you've ever picked a peach or watched a vintage train chug along, you might know this landmark. What do you think? Do we need more hints? Yeah, that's a very small portion of the photo. So let's give more.
Yeah.
It's where the cozy peach isn't just a feeling, it's a place you can actually stay.
I think I know what it is.
Well, you can't guess.
Okay.
You do not qualify to guess. We want our viewers.
That last clue gave it away.
Well,
There's still one more clue.
This family farm's been growing memories since the 1940s. And if you know where to pick a peach, you know where this sign stands. So I see a theme happening here. Peaches.
I see a lot of peaches, yep. So if you know anything about peaches and you can relate that to Queen Creek, you're going to know this one.
Let us know.
We're going to reveal this, tomorrow? On tomorrow's show. Tomorrow we're talking about Chandler. And we'll have a new Where in the World of Arizona is Amber in in Chandler's version, but right before that we'll give you the answer to this one. And if we can continue this segment and not fail at it, eventually we'll start giving away prizes to the first person in the 4 platforms that we have, which might be difficult.
That's a great idea. People like prizes.
Yeah,
like
if they guess it in the comments first, this is not going to qualify for this one, but go ahead and guess. This should be really easy.
I feel like it should be too, even though it is a tiny little picture, but we've given really good hints, and I feel like maybe you've talked about them in previously, since this is about Queen Creek. Queen Creek.
But I mean, if you've never been down to this area, you probably have no idea what we're talking about. Peaches
No
mean
shade
nothing
if you
to
don't know, but ways to explore is on worldofarizona.com, Hometown Hawk, Arizona. I screwed up that website really bad.
Just hometownhawk.com, but this is actually at World of Arizona. This picture is in the photo gallery at Queen Creek. You see, you got to hit the location button. You just got to navigate to it. It's not hard.
No.
You're going to stick around for some fun facts and history and trivia on the Queen Creek area?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we got here, before being named, see if this works, Queen Creek, what was the community originally called? Do you have any guesses? Before you look at the answer, you already looked. I can see it on your face. You know the answer already. There goes my camera.
I feel like I have the answer. Should we give the audience a chance to answer?
Yeah, I'm here, but my camera keeps going to sleep, so you don't need to see me. There's the answer. We waited, 5 seconds. If you know these, throw them in the comments quickly. And if you're on anything other than Instagram, your comments will show up on the left side of the screen there, so we'll all be able to see who knows this stuff. We should be able to. I should probably run a test comment. Does that even work?
Oh, yep. Let's do it.
Let's try.
Pretend like you didn't know and you're answering.
Would look like that. There you go.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it, but That's exciting. I see the little things popping up there.
Okay, here's another one. Early residents used to flag down a small train to travel to Mesa, Tucson, and Phoenix. What was the local nickname for this train?
I like this one.
Anyone?
When you reveal the answer, is it okay if I read it out loud?
Absolutely. Because
Is
you
this
just like saying
kind
the
of a
word.
thing where we can do what we want? Oh, yes. The answer is a dinky, which consisted of just an engine and a coach.
That's correct.
There goes that dinky.
Who was credited with bringing the very first telephone line to the Queen Creek area? Anyone out there?
Oh,
Throw it in the comments if you know. We're looking for a name. The name of a fellow who brought the very first telephone line to the Queen Creek area. Today's theme is Queen Creek.
can I give a hint?
Yeah.
It rhymes with? Or is that too obvious?
What does it rhyme with?
It rhymes with Ellsworth.
All right, so there it is. Leo Ellsworth, who bought the Rittenhouse property in 1928 and formed the massive Ellsworth Brothers farm operation.
Awesome.
Where did local farmer Raymond Schnepp have to fly in 1946 to buy fireworks for Queen Creek's 4th of July celebration?
Where's the big fireworks? Did he have to fly to China?
Oh,
That's my guess.
that is incorrect.
Not close. Texas, because fireworks were completely unavailable in Arizona at the time. Was that like the law or something? Just not here.
Must have just been illegal here.
Interesting. It's a fun little
Okay.
tidbit. 4th of July celebration is coming up, huh?
Yeah. What signature March event in Queen Creek is known as More Than a Rodeo?
Ooh, I know this one. Anyone? Anyone? Feel free.
More Than a Rodeo in Queen Creek. What would that be called? Well, that would be called what?
Roots and Boots, Queen Creek. Features an agricultural fair, a carnival, antique tractors, and mounted shooting. It also does feature a marketplace with local vendors and all sorts of good stuff. Hence the More Than a Rodeo.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's a great event.
If you
Super
visit
fun.
the Olive Mill in October, what uniquely flavored week can you celebrate?
In October? Olive? What do y'all have out there?
Garlic Week, featuring a variety of organically grown garlic and a special garlic-inspired menu.
Oh yeah, Garlic Week. A whole week of vampire slayer? No, vampire repelling. Repellent.
Repellent.
That's some good dragon breath right there. A whole week long celebration.
Yeah, I bet the people working there, I thought about that for that week. Whew.
I bet if like you're in it, immersed in it so much that it doesn't really matter. Just tastes good.
What's the 11-acre park located right across from town hall services at and serves as a central community gathering place, features a splash pad, and hosts town events like the annual Founders Day celebration? There's a clue in there.
There is. It's pretty obvious. Founders Park.
Yep.
Would that be considered to be in Old Ellsworth?
Yeah. On the old Ellsworth Road there. My favorite part of the Queen Creek downtown area, I guess you would call it.
Yeah. Continuously developing it.
Yep. Queen Creek is building some very unique community hangout spots downtown. What upcoming venue will feature locally owned restaurants and shops focused entirely inside repurposed shipping containers? See, I was I was looking for this earlier when I was going through the future developments of the downtown area, and I couldn't find it. I knew I heard it somewhere, and this must be where I heard it. It sounds really cool.
It sounds very cool. Sounds similar to the Churchill. Is the Churchill from Phoenix coming on down, or is it called something different?
This one is called the Barn Bar Courtyards.
Ooh. I think I did see that being developed, and it did look like a barn.
Okay.
I'm guessing they're going to make it look like a barn sort of structure from the agricultural roots of Queen Creek.
Made from shipping containers? Is that, how do they do that?
Perhaps. Well, there's lots of
How do
ways
they
to
make
do
a
that.
shipping container look like a barn? They could paint them red, stack them.
We'll have to see, huh?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's all shipping containers, or is there other construction happening around it? Ooh, that's my camera. Am I shaking a little bit? Well, that was fun. I'm so glad I made it. I thought I was running a little bit late.
I'm trying to see, just figure out what's going on. We're not on X. Shows there that we are. We're not. Thought we were trying to, but we couldn't. I think you have to have a premium account. We were also planning on or trying or looking into LinkedIn, and that's not going to work out either. So we're on the 4. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch. For those of you that care about Twitch.
Well, we're just getting started, and I'm sure we'll figure that out very shortly. I think I do need to bolt pretty soon, but I'm glad I could make it.
Yeah, that's it.
Anything
That's
else
what
you would like me to contribute, Cooper?
That's it. Tomorrow we'll be back at 12 o'clock. We're going to take a look at the Chandler area, the history of Chandler, how it became what it is, and its bustling downtown is also a fantastic place in the Phoenix Valley. So look forward to that. Thank you, Amber, for stopping in.
No problem.
And we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Out.